your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion around the contribution of the Capricorn sign for all the Lagnas. So guys, after having our discussion around the Scorpio's contribution, which could tell about your latent or dormant toxicity, negativity, jealousy within your personality or which specific area it influences you, and after also having our discussion around the contribution of the Libra sign in the matters of relationship, how it influences us. So now in this video, we will have our discussion on the most important aspect of our life, which is our karma, which can be connected with either Capricorn or with the Saturn or with the 10th house of our astrological chart. So guys, whenever we talk about like your professional endeavors or how much success you will get with your profession, in which specific direction you will put your efforts in this lifetime, and eventually ultimately what kind of recognition, awards, accolades you will receive for all the karma, all the hard work done by you. For that, somehow we look at the prospects of your 10th house or the Capricorn sign. But guys, definitely, because when we talk about the zodiac sign in a way create a energy, in a way create a platform, foundation on which the planet function. So just because if your Lagna is something else, definitely the prospects of the 10th house will have the energy of the zodiac sign which will fall over there. But even after that, Capricorn will definitely have some say over there. And guys, definitely when it comes down to our profession, so it's not only that in your for your own aspiration, for your own success, it is important. This aspect of our life influences us not in this lifetime but in so many different lifetimes as well. Let's say for example, without knowing, without having this conscious awareness, your day and your life is filled with tormenting people, bringing misery and difficulty in other people's lives as well. So these are the only people then who in next lifetime they have to pay back that. I still remember guys, a couple of days back there was this person who booked his reading with me, and his objective and the only motto of that reading was that to get an idea about his spiritual insight. He just wanted to know that what I was doing in my past life, and he also wanted to know that knowingly or unknowingly did I actually hurt someone. So definitely for that you have to see the Lagan chart. Within the Lagan chart you have to see the 5th house. Then in the divisional charts you have to see the D12 chart, you have to see the D60 chart. But when we talk about that, our own natal chart in itself tells about the dignity of the yogas in our chart, in itself tells about that the kind of deeds which your soul has accumulated from the past lifetime. So just merely first look at a chart, if you will get to know that too much of the planetary concentration is in the 8th house, Saturn and Rahu are conjunct, or like Saturn and Sun are conjunct, or Saturn Ketu are conjunct, and in some difficult houses like malefic houses, like this could be 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, or this could be the 5th house as well, then it is a clear indication that whatsoever you're going through in this lifetime, it is somehow connected with the mistakes done by you in the past lifetime. Now guys, 5th house or like 8th house, 12th house are not always bad. If you have planets exalted over there, so they also tell about that you will reap the rewards of good deeds done by you in the past lifetime as well. Like for example, the guy for whom I did this reading, he has a Virgo Lagna in the main Lagan chart, and his Mars was exalted in the 5th house. And surprisingly, the minute I opened up his D12 chart, D60 chart, there was a pattern of the dignity and strength of Mars. So, and also guys, like the way I was talking about, like even if you have a prominence of the, for example, 8th house, 5th house or 12th house, but planets are strengthened over there, like being a Sagittarius Lagna, if your ascendant Lord Jupiter is exalted in the 8th house, then in itself means that you are born or your soul has done something very divine, something very elevating in the past lifetime, and the gifts of that you will utilize in this lifetime. The only thing is that guys, because 8th house, 12th house, these are hidden houses, so whatsoever you have to reap from it, you might have to work hard, you have to struggle. But if these houses are strengthened, there is a divine shield or there is a guardian angel who is all the time protecting you. So okay guys, now we will focus on our main discussion. So like the way I gave you this insight about the kind of role which Capricorn sign plays in our life. Like the innate traits of Capricorn is that definitely it's a earth sign, and it is also a kind of a movable sign as well. So because of that, guys, in this sign, first of all, there is a fixity as well, and this fixity actually plays a very important role in taking you up in the life. Like for your elevation, for status, Capricorn in the natal chart plays a very important role. Like the way I say this thing, that just individually looking at wheresoever Leo is placed in your chart, you might have something unique in that house. Wheresoever Capricorn is there in your chart, you have the potential and capacity to do something substantial in the matters of that house. So okay guys, let's just start our discussion. So starting first with the Aries Lagna natives. So definitely guys, one thing in which Aries Lagna natives are blessed is that they get the purest essence in all areas of their house. If a planet is strengthened, the houses which that planet is ruling, you will get the gifts of that in a purest form. So for example, being a Aries Lagna, if your Jupiter is exalted in the 4th house, being a Aries Lagna, if your Venus is exalted in the 12th house, so you will get the purest of the essence, because that house, that zodiac sign has got a synchronicity of that energy in your life. So definitely guys, for the Aries Lagna natives, all what I can say is that for you guys, in the 10th house, you have definitely strong capacity to do something great, do something very substantial. For you guys, Capricorn falls in your 10th house only, and the Aquarius sign falls in your 11th house. So that means Saturn couldn't be any more fair as it for the Aries Lagna. Like, I should not be saying this thing. Saturn is a planet of justice. It is fair for everyone. But in your case, it is purely fair, because your actions and the reward is very strongly intertwined, and Saturn rules it. And that is the only reason that we say that in the Ashtak Varga table and all, you have to see how much points you have in your 10th house and how much points you have in your 11th house, and that will give you this idea that how much of the returns you will get of your work. Like whether you will work hard, you will get less reward, or whether you will work less and you'll get more reward. So all of that can be scrutinized, but important is that guys, in your case, for the Aries Lagna, Saturn not only is a Raj Yog Karaka, but also, and because it's a part of your ascendant lord only, as your ascendant lord has got the rulership over your 8th house as well. So you have that fighting spirit within you, you have that capacity to transform your life, and you have that capacity to work hard and do something substantial, not for only for your good, but for the well-being of the community, of the society as well. So yes guys, that is all what I can say for the Aries Lagna, that you guys get the purest of the energy, and in your case, Saturn is very fair. The much you will be working, the same amount of things you will be reaping, but remaining humble becomes very important for the Aries Lagna natives, because Saturn has got a say in your 10th house and the 11th house. So be a part of the collective, be as humble as it is possible, and you will get the best out of in your career and professional endeavors. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that the energy of the Capricorn falls in your 9th house. So guys, this whole discussion is done on 2 parameters. So first we are looking at what Capricorn energy is doing in the house where it is falling, and second of all, how it is going to be influencing your actual house of profession. So guys, one thing is for sure, that when it comes down to the prospects of your faith, prospects of your philosophy, you have got some strong capacity and potential to do something. Like the way, for example, like you take up the name of any of the big religious preacher or any of the big philosopher, so that person has got the knowledge. But more important is that like the way we say that for any of the throne, it's the legs, the feet of that throne which makes it very substantial. It means the kind of cabinet, the kind of ministers this person has, this king has. So same way, even for a lot many of the religious preachers and important people, it's their follower, it's the people who support the cause and do the work for their teacher, for the guru, that makes their even not only guru's name shine in the world, but also gives the good karma to these people as well. So guys, the point which I'm trying to say over here is that because the Capricorn sign falls in your 9th house, so definitely in the lines of teaching, like kind of spreading the wisdom in the world, or inspiring people with your good, potent, strong actions. So that is the kind of potential which the Taurus Lagna natives carry within themselves. So definitely strong association and potency to do something substantial or great in the matters of your faith, religion, or your philosophies. Now guys, when we talk about how it contributes to your 10th house, so definitely guys, at your professional front, you get the energy of the Aquarius, which is a very scientific, which is a very innovative, ultra modern sign. But moreover, because the Capricorn falls in your 9th house, so you have this capacity to inspire people, to be a good consultant, or being a good counselor to people, where at your professional front, not only with your colleagues, with your co-workers, you could be a problem solver. And definitely when people will talk to you, they will feel uplifted. And definitely if you know line of work, you will choose a profession where there is a lot of public service involved, doing good for the people, giving people direction, guidance in the life is involved, then definitely your success will be very good. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, first of all, we have to understand what the Capricorn sign is doing in your 8th house. So definitely guys, when we talk about occult, when we talk about research, exploration, you have got this strong capacity to do something substantial in that domain, guys. Because in your case as well, as you can see that definitely Saturn is a very important planet for you, because the Mool Trikona sign falls in your auspicious trine house. So when we talk about your actions, your karma, or your potential to do something substantial over there, so I will not be surprised, I guess, if I'm not wrong, even Albert Einstein also has got a Gemini Lagna as well. So he had a Gemini Lagna. So like this is the kind of potential which you have, like in the field of research, in the field of exploration, innovation, bringing out something which the world has not seen before. Second thing is that guys, because your Lagna in itself is a very expressive, it's a very communicative sign. So I would say that doing anything in the intellectual domain as well is your strong forte, and if your planetary vibrations is also well supporting it, like in any way. Like for example, I have this good friend of mine, she has got a Gemini Lagna, her Jupiter is exalted in the 2nd house, and her ascendant lord is sitting in the 8th house with an exalted Mars. So she could be little bit impulsive, but when it comes down to problem solving, when it comes down to, like, she's always filled with energy, has got a wide circle of friends, and she's hyperactive. So again, it all comes down to in which dignity you are using it. But just because Capricorn energy is influencing the matters of your 8th house, so you have this potential and capacity to do something very potent, very substantial in this area. Now guys, comes the question that how this Capricorn energy from your 8th house influences the actual house of your profession, which is the 10th house, where you will find the Pisces energy. So definitely guys, Pisces in your 10th house actually makes you very intuitively connected with your duties. It can also give you a very strong connection with your co-workers, with your bosses as well. But over and above that guys, just because your 8th house Capricorn energy is also going to be definitely influencing your 10th house, so at your work front, you have this potential and capacity to be very researchful, be very innovative, be very unique as well. And that is how, and let's say for example, the more you will deal with the challenges, the more you will be put forth in an unpredictable, sudden kind of situation, work related conditions, where there's a lot of threat, uncertainties, and high pressure is involved, you'll be able to do or perform much better over there. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, for the Cancer Lagna natives, definitely the Capricorn energy falls in your 7th house. So guys, what does it tell about? Like definitely Cancer Lagna natives, when it comes down to finding a very well supportive partner, or their fortune rising because of the marriage, because of the partner, so all this potential tend to remain very strong. Definitely guys, we always say this thing that whenever you have the Saturn energy falling in your 7th house for the Cancer and Leo, the marriage might get delayed, or like for example, you might get married to someone who's very dry, or there might be age gap. But once you get married, Saturn kind of stabilizes that fruits or that attributes. Now guys, when it comes down to how it is going to be influencing the matters of your 10th house, so definitely guys, there has been lot many Cancer Lagna natives who are in the public domain, and because 7th house and 10th house connection is generally considered as very good. They both are the angular houses, like even the 7th house is 10th from the 10th house, so that also is the Uch Pad combination as well. So definitely guys, all what I can say is that at your work front, and how the Capricorn energy from your 7th house influences your 10th house, that you have to form that strong connection with your line of work, whatever you are doing as a part of your job. Unless and until you are not deeply connected with it, unless and until you do not have that love and degree and sense of attachment with it, you will not be able to perform good. Because definitely in your case, the Mars energy falls in your 10th house, and that too very impulsive energy of Mars, which is Aries. So being in this headstrong mode all the time might not help you, because Aries energy is never stable. It wants to always move on from one task, one challenge to another. So you could be with that mindset, but unless and until you are not forming that strong degree of attachment, commitment or relationship with your work, you might not get the best success. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, for the Leo Lagna natives, definitely in your case the Capricorn energy falls in your 6th house. So that is the only reason these are known as the kings, and these are the born leaders, because they thrive and they flourish whenever there is opposition, whenever there are challenges. And now how it is going to be influencing the matters of your 10th house or your profession or career. So definitely guys, in your 10th house as well, you will find the energy of the Taurus, which is a very fixed sign, which is a very relationship oriented energy. And over and above that, you're this capacity to problem solve, you're this capacity to control people well will definitely help you. Or this is how the Capricorn energy falling in your 6th house actually contributes or influences the actual affairs of your profession. Now guys, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, for the Virgo Lagna natives, as you can see that the Capricorn energy falls in your 5th house. So definitely guys, beyond doubt, Virgo Lagna natives are very perfectionist, they are very organized, they are very well planned and prepared in all avenues of their life. And these all are the qualities which comes not only looking at your Lagna, but also how your mind function. 5th house tells about your mind as well, your memory as well, your cognitive skills as well. So being Capricorn sign falling over there somehow makes your mind, your thought process very futuristic, very potent, very realistic, very practical. And now how it is going to be influencing the matters of your 10th house. So definitely guys, in your actual house of profession, you find a very frivolous, very friendly energy, where there's a lot of curiosity to learn new skill, socialize with people, network with people. But over and above that, only if you are working with this jovial mindset or with this friendly vibe, it's fine. But unless and until you do not have a vision or well planned strategy attached to it as well, it might not help you better. But definitely guys, because like the way I mentioned this thing, 5th house is a very prime house where we talk about uniqueness, innovation, your magnetism, your flair, your charm, your intelligence. So definitely this is how it's one of the, I would say, good combination, that your mind is very potent, very visionary, very realistic for your goals, for your karma, very aware about it. And this is how it is going to be intuitively and very intelligently influencing all of your career or professional endeavors. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, for the Libra Lagna natives, in their case, the Capricorn energy falls in their 4th house. So like the way guys, now you must have understood the role which Capricorn plays. Capricorn tells about our potency to do something substantial in the matters of the house where this Capricorn sign falls in our Lagna. So just because in your case it falls in your 4th house, that in itself tells about that for anything to do with the public domain, these natives could be very good. Like I've seen the charts of so many presidents, so many people who have won Nobel Prize, or people who run big businesses, or founders or owners of those businesses, with a prominence of the Libra and the Swati influence in their life. So, and definitely guys, how come they acquire all these potential and capacity to withstand any of the challenges, any of the uncertainties? Just because when it comes down to the 4th house, it also tells about your inner emotional core, your inner emotional strength, because the Capricorn sign falls over there. Deep inside, they are like rock solid, and they know how to deal with or how to stay firm even when challenged. And also within their family life as well, or all those people who come in their close knit circle, they kind of form very strong bond with them. So that is how it helps them. Now, how it is going to be influencing the matters of their profession. So guys, the good part over here is that any of the planet, if it is placed in the 4th house, it somehow gives the straight aspect to the opposite 10th house as well. Second thing is that because as I have already explained, for the Libra Lagna natives, in the 10th house you find the energy of Cancer, which is very intuitive, which is very nurturing as well. But just because only one thing which they have to learn, the way the Capricorn energy influences them, is that it's like degree and sense of security becomes very important. Like definitely you can shower your emotions, your feelings on people. Even at work, you might be very emotionally connected with your line of work, with your job, very concerned for the well-being of your bosses, with your co-workers as well. But at the end of the day, how secure that makes you, that has to be the major concern over there as well. Okay, you could be investing your emotions, your feelings in a nature of job or with the people who are kind to you, but they are not gonna give you any assurance, any security. Your job can go any time. You could be fired anytime. Then this attitude, this approach will not work. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives. So guys, for the Scorpio Lagna natives, as you can see that the Capricorn energy somehow falls in your 3rd house. Now guys, for the Scorpio Lagna, this makes sense as well, because when it comes down to the Mangal or Mars ruled Lagnas or Mars ruled signs, these are among those people who are the friends of the friends. Like once they have given a word to someone, or let's say for example, knowingly or unknowingly, you helped a Mars prominent person in his dire times, in his difficult times, he will always remember. So the point which I'm saying over here is that because the Capricorn sign falls in the 3rd house, so when it comes down to all those people who are skilled and they are considered as best in their chosen field, like you are the best bartender, you are the best performing artist, you are best with the designing or any instrument or any craft, so we can say that the Capricorn energy somehow working out in the best of their capacity. That is the only reason guys. 3rd house, if 3rd house is the house of talent, 3rd house is the house of skill of your hands, so being best over there. And generally I have seen that it's the Scorpio Lagna natives who tend to remain lucky in whatever they start as a hobby, later on turning it into a proper business model or turning it into a full-time business model as well. Because I've seen the interviews of many like YouTubers and content creators as well now who are very big, and that's how they said that okay, I just completed my engineering, I just started making videos or creating content on side. I never even realized that one day this could be turned into a full-time business model or a full-time profession. So these are among those like Scorpio Lagna natives. I do not know where your planets are placed, but you have got the maximum potential of that, turning your skill into your profession. Now how it influences your actual house of profession. So guys, in your case, as you can see that in your 10th house you find the energy of the sun in the form of the Leo. So that in itself tells about that being in a government job, dealing with the government, dealing with the prominent people, or capacity to get fame or success is very strong for the Scorpio Lagna natives. The only thing is that only if they do not attach everything with their ego. But the good part over here is that guys, the Capricorn energy from the 3rd house will definitely be positively supporting them in the 10th house related affairs as well, where you will find these people to be very courageous, very driven, capacity to take initiatives, and right set of decision at the right time, capacity to utilize their resources and put forth while facing any of the challenges at their work front. So that is how the energy will work out for all the Scorpio Lagna natives. Now guys, for the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case the Capricorn energy falls in your 2nd house. So definitely guys, for the Sagittarius Lagna natives, their the kind of relationship which they have within their immediate family environment, that matters a lot. Like you will be very lucky that with a Sagittarius Lagna, if you are in a family business, or if you have any of those senior members within the family who can share their pieces of wisdom of their own professional career journey, if that is possible, do take their advice very seriously. So like for example, you are planning to become a lawyer, and there is a lawyer within your family, so whatever advice you can get from them, take that very seriously. It will actually work out in your favor. So that is how we can see. And also guys, when we talk about creating an empire, so somehow this is a kind of potential which Sagittarius Lagna native has the most. Like whatsoever you will start, and later on turning it into a full-time business or a business empire, you have that potential if the other planets, and specifically because the kind of role which Saturn plays, it rules your second house of finances, assets, and third house of initiatives. All the entrepreneurs are seen from the third house. So that is the kind of potential which only this Lagna, Sagittarius Lagna, has. Now guys, when we talk about the way it is going to be influencing the matters of your 10th house, so definitely guys, because in the 10th house you will find the energy of the Virgo, which tells about that definitely at your work front you might have to deal with or you have to be in an environment which is very perfectionist, which is very immaculate, which is very disciplined. Your bosses are very nitpicker. But over and above that guys, you have to understand this thing that Capricorn energy somehow falls in your second house. It influences you in this way that at your work front, demonstrating your ethics, your values, your morals will actually become very, very important. And this is how it is going to be supporting you in your professional journey. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so definitely guys, for the Capricorn Lagna natives, it's the Capricorn sign which falls right over there in their first house. That in itself tells about that definitely guys, being a Capricorn Lagna, you cannot be a crybaby. This is what your destiny is. See, the thing is, an Aquarius Lagna can still cry, because a part of his body, a part of his existence, he has to sacrifice, he has to shed, he has to lose every day, because Saturn, planet of losses, rules the Lagna and the house of losses. But when it comes down to Capricorn Lagna natives, this is who you are. You have to be potent, you have to be strong, and you have to be all the time ready for facing any challenges and facing any of the disappointments, and build your life over these disappointments, over these rejections, towards something very substantial, where you will be looked at as a epitome of success, and people are giving your example, people are coming to you for guidance, and you have that authority and power with you. So that is the kind of potential you have. And guys, just because in your 10th house you will find the energy of the Libra. So definitely at your work front, in your professional endeavors, engagements, you have strong connection, capacity to make a strong connection and relationship with your bosses, with your clients, with your colleagues, co-workers. But over and above that, for the Capricorn Lagna, it becomes very important that whatsoever you choose as your profession, you have to put everything over there. There has not to be even a single trace of it which is left out. Like the way we say this thing for generally people who serve in the military and services and all, because what could be most to offer than your life, which these brave military men of all the countries, they put for the pride and glory of their country, for protecting their countrymen. So that kind of approach. So it's not like that those who are in army, they have to work with this attitude and approach. Even if you're working as a consultant, you're working as a doctor, you're working as an actor, you're working as a musician, so putting everything at stake for your profession, for your karma, for your professional engagements is something which the way Capricorn energy will influence your actual profession, actual professional engagements. Now guys, for all the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that the Capricorn energy somehow falls in your 12th house. So guys, one thing is for sure that for doing anything in the lines of research, exploration, or where everything is hidden, unknown, like that is the only reason guys we say this thing, that Aquarius Lagnas are the true philanthropic of the whole zodiac belt. Like a lot many times the world has seen so many of the anonymous major donors who are the Aquarius Lagna, because they know that this is a part of their karma. They do not have to make a fuss out of it. They do not want any award, any pictures or any media articles for the charities which they support. And guys, why these people end up doing very good in the fields of research, exploration, scientific pursuit? So answer is very simple. It's just like that the planet of intelligence, which is Mercury, in their case Mercury not only has got the rulership over the 5th house of their memory, of their intelligence, of their mind, but also the 8th house of the unknown. And same way the Capricorn energy falls in their 12th house. So definitely you are a born genius, you are a born researcher. Now guys, how it influences the matters of their like 10th house? So definitely guys, in their 10th house as well, as you can see that you find the energy of the Scorpio over there. So I would say that they have to, this is a part of their karma, that they have to monitor their own actions. They have to keep their self-defense very strong, because at work front as well, while doing their professional endeavors, they have to deal with many of the betrayals, backstabbing, challenges, people not giving them their due credit. So this is the kind of life which they have to go through, or these are the kind of hidden challenges which they have to be always prepared for. But guys, when we talk about if your life is aligned with the energy of your lagna, with the energy of your chart, you are a very meditative person, or like I would say that any of the divine or protective aspect is strong in your case, so you also have the capacity to conjure those angels or those energy to safeguard you as well. But yes guys, all what I can say is that with the Capricorn energy, the way Mercury plays a role in your case, and the 10th house energy, all what it comes down to in your case is that, and also guys, for doing anything very secretive, very covert, like again, there is a saying that not all the heroes wear a uniform, something like that. So you might not get the credit, but you have the potential and capacity to do something very great for the world. That is all what I can say. You might not be on the limelight, but behind the scene you, and that is the major case with people who are in the secretive, covert services as well. And lastly guys, for all the and also guys, because the Capricorn energy falls in your 12th house, so that will also demand lot of sacrifices at your professional work front as well. Now guys, for the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case it's a very good combination, because as you can see over here that first of all the Capricorn energy falls in your 11th house. So that in itself tells about that you have this potential and capacity for the progress of your professional goals, or make some very potent, powerful connections. Because guys, you have to understand the whole symmetry. Because 11th house in itself tells about people who are very popular, people who are very prominent, who could be wealthy as well. And the Capricorn sign energy has also fallen over there. That also tells about that people who are professionally, they might help you as well. There might be some exchange of professional favors as well over there. Now the case is different. At one stage of the life, Pisces Lagna native get a very big betrayal, because Saturn rules both the 11th house and the 12th house. But over and above that, generally it has been seen that with the Capricorn energy falling in their 11th house, some very prominent connections which help or aid them in their profession as well. Now guys, when it comes down to how it influences them in the matters of the 10th house, so definitely guys, for the Pisces Lagna, it's the ascendant only which rules their 10th house. So professional goals and something is, they are very aligned and attuned with it. Like the way I mentioned the same thing for the Capricorn Lagna, I would say the same for the Pisces Lagna as well. That whatsoever you choose as your profession, make up your mind and then put everything, whatever you have for it. Go with everything, every single ounce or cell of your energy which you should put forth in your professional endeavors. And definitely guys, in your professional endeavors, Capricorn energy from the 11th house also support many Pisces Lagna in their professional endeavors. And just because the Sagittarius energy falls in their 10th house, so they have this potential and capacity to uplift or inspire people, inspire the world with their actions. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.